Was he messing with your family before I got on?
Please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, indeed, we are here. Somehow the pastor broke the code. He was talking through the video, and I don't know how he did it. And I thought he wasn't nice at IT, but obviously he must be because somehow he talked through the video. But anyway, people, how y'all doing today?
Good.
Hey,
Good.
welcome back.
Hey.
Okay, I like your shirt there.
Mine?
No, pastors. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Thank you. This was
Okay.
made for me by my sister.
Like the shirt.
Okay, okay.
But
Okay.
thank you.
Pastor always got some representative hat on.
Who's snacking?
I got
I ain't
Butterfinger.
snitching.
I just heard a bunch of ruffles. So, how was y'all weekend?
Weekend was good.
It was good, yeah.
What y'all
So,
had?
Pastor,
Weekend was good. Go ahead.
Pastor, how many Baltimore hats do you have?
I have a lot of hats in general, but Baltimore hats, 7 or 8, I guess.
Do you have anyone with pink in it?
Yes, I do. I have a black and pink one. It's
Okay.
It's actually the Mother's Day one. Oreos.
Oh, that brings us to a good topic, but we'll wait for that because the showrunner hasn't said it yet.
Are you going to the game Sunday?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I gotta work.
Oh, I'm going to the game. That's why you mentioned Oreos and Mother's Day, and that's where I will be.
Cool.
Okay. Are you going for the hot dogs or the game?
I'm going because that's where my husband's taking me.
But do you like the hot dogs or the game for real?
I don't think So what did you do this weekend?
I did what I do every week. I party. This is what we do.
Okay.
Well, I would go to the game for the hot dogs. I ain't gonna lie. A baseball field hot dog be off the chain. But hey,
do they really taste good?
Hell yeah. That's the only plate. You seem like you microwave hot dogs. I hate microwave hot dogs.
First of all, I know damn well I don't seem like I microwave a hot dog.
That's
not like something you did.
No, I don't like microwave hot dogs. What about you?
You gotta have the hot dog on the. You gotta have the hot dog on the grill with that little black mark in between it.
Yes, that's the answer. Not too burnt though.
Not too burnt.
What about you, boss lady? How you like your hot dog?
I like mine grilled. It could be burnt, not like crispy, but I can. Yeah, I don't want mine the first one off. Anyway, I'll eat a boiled hot dog. I'm gonna tell you what I really like. Huh?
Is there a particular brand you must have?
I buy the ballpark beef hot dogs.
I buy Nathan
because I don't eat pork.
I get it. What about you, Pastor? You ballpark?
I like ballpark as well.
See, y'all ain't from New York. You know, Nathan's is a staple in the culture, and it's done a lot for.
Wait a minute, 6. I like Nathan's as well. We had a Nathan's on my last deployment out in Kuwait.
Oh, that's dope. That was dope. That's dope. I mean, they're cool. I don't dislike them. I just don't buy them. Like I'll get one when I'm out, but no, it's not my particular brand. No, I'm not from New York, so no, I wouldn't. Yeah.
I know we just chit-chatting about food, but I got a question. I've been doing a lot of Baltimore parties and events, and I've noticed that it seems like on events, there's a staple that I've never seen anywhere else. What is it with eating spaghetti at an event?
I don't know. Maybe it's easy to, it's cheap and can feed a lot.
I mean, but you dancing, you grooving, you get spaghetti sauce on your shirt, it's over.
But I think like when I not a child, so I think there's a little difference for me. So like I sit down to eat. I don't need to stand up and eat my food. So
Okay. So you eat spaghetti at parties?
if I like it.
What about you, Pastor? They be having spaghetti at the pool pit?
If at churches, they'll have spaghetti at churches. Like when you if you go into the fellowship hall and they have food, yeah, they have spaghetti, but it's got to be good though.
All right. We got Hutch here. He calling people glizzy masters, which I'm not a glizzy master.
That says monster. Put your
Oh,
glasses on.
it's hard when you're old, so I'm sorry. That's why I don't read comments. So if you're killing me for not reading the comments, that's why I don't. That'll be my last
You
comment.
gotta keep putting it on there though. Okay, so let's get into it then.
We didn't say how the weekend was.
I never know how my weekend. I think it's probably best for me to say what my weekend is going to be versus what my weekend was, because by Wednesday I don't remember what happened Saturday and Sunday.
You got some Oreos gear?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I was like, I'm gonna have to go make a shirt real quick or something. But
I mean, I'm sure you can borrow a hat from the pastor.
I don't really wear hats. That's not my thing.
Oh, I seen you in a hat. What you talking about?
I mean, I do rep do it for the love hat.
No, I ain't talking about that hat.
And I'll do a Ravens hat.
I seen a fedora or something.
But that's
whatever.
about it. Those are. I mean, I don't do baseball caps. Is what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
That's a more feminine hat. So.
Nobody wears them all the time.
Okay. What do you want, a cookie? I don't know what to tell you. I'm not wearing a baseball hat. I'm sorry.
I seen the pictures.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing.
What is? Oh, I got hit up on the gram. I'm sorry. I gotta take that. Not just playing. But what else is going on in life?
All right. So, I mean, if nobody had well, since we're talking about the weekend, Mother's Day is coming up. What do y'all have planned for the ladies in your life? Everybody don't speak at once.
I mean, whatever my wife wants to do, it's her day. I'll probably get her a basket or something put together.
Okay, that's nice.
Well, I'm in a recession right now, so we're not gonna celebrate Mother's Day this time around. But when we get back to where we need to be, I'll double back on that one.
We're not gonna celebrate. Okay. Well, like I said,
celebrate. Actually, you know what? I'm leaving the country. My bad.
Okay.
So I
sounds like a celebration.
We're gonna celebrate it on the plane.
Okay, that's nice. I would take that kind of gift. I would.
I don't know if it was that kind of gift, but I'll take the credit for it. But
I would gladly like to board a plane.
As long as Shamika not watching, I'm gonna say, yeah, I did this and that, and I paid for the whole thing and did that. But the truth of the matter is,
I will send her a clip of the video.
She's taking me.
But we have to point out that the boss don't have to go on a plane or nothing like that because her husband is taking her to the Orioles game. Amen.
Yes, he it is all up to him. He was like, "Hey, this is the plan for Mother's Day. This is what I'm doing for you and my mother." And I was like, "I'm with it. I am. I'm not like big on gifts. Like I like them. Don't get me wrong. I do like a good gift, but it's the quality time that I like and the thought put into it. So I'm cool. I feel really close to the camera compared to y'all.
Kind of close. It's all up in my beard. That's gone. Just extra chin. Shit, bad man. I'm out here struggling.
So, are y'all doing anything for y'all mothers?
I get my mom something every year.
Well, sad news is my mother just caught COVID, but she should be out of COVID jail by then, But I'm already on a plane.
Well, we definitely praying that she feel better, bro.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm an orphan, so but no, I'm gonna. I gotta figure out how to before the
Oh,
game squeeze in seeing my godmother and my grandmother. My mother-in-law will be with me, so she's covered. But I gotta figure out how to work the other two ladies, and um, I already went to my godmother's church on Easter. I ain't really want to go back, but
mm.
I might just pop in and be like, "Here's your gift," and then run to my grandmother's house so I can get to the stadium. But
So just to let oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead. I was done.
Just to let everyone know, we have a special guest co-host today. She just popped up on the live, Miss Sharp Lady, Sharp Thinking Lady.
I
How are
am
you?
not a. I'm fine. I am not a special co-host,
Special guests come every once in a while. How you doing?
and that was because of school. Now, the family knows that I was taking care of the educational business.
Mm-hmm. What, you trying to leave us? You trying to get smart and leave us?
Kathy, you can't take that stuff seriously. Carry on.
Damn, you talk to her with the
I'm
military.
trying to wait.
Whose dog is competing?
Mine. That's why I was trying to wait.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll click you off and then come back.
Don't
What?
click off.
Anyways, all right.
I don't. So yeah, let's go on to what's happening. The big story out right now.
Oh, the
You
big
want to take
story
that?
out.
Yes, Dave Chappelle.
Hold up.
Wow.
Hold up. I got something for it.
Behind me on the DJ table is one of the most prolific producers that hip hop has ever presented, the mighty Mad Lib. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip hop history.
Wow.
Mm.
Oh shoot! I did a magic trick.
What you did?
I made the pastor disappear.
Shut up.
He's still there.
Don't play with God like that.
Anyway,
So
so
what do you think about that?
I think it's dirty, and I think that these are the things that people, especially comedians, have to deal with now. People just running up on the stage, slapping them, tackling them, because they don't feel like something they said was appropriate, or just period. And it's dangerous for. I don't know why he didn't have people in the front of the stage. I swear somebody just had an incident like that, and they had people at the front of the stage.
So I know I follow Kev on stage, and he was like, his security is always so close that you won't be able to get to the stage. I'm not sure. I couldn't really tell what the setup there was, but I was watching another young lady today, and forgive me because I don't know who she is, but she was a white lady, and she was saying that her husband is a performer. I don't know what he does, but she was like, she stands off to the side, and she was like, he does have security there, but if somebody's behind stage or if somebody's like in the very front, she was like, it all happens so quick that sometimes it is hard to catch a person before they get there. So,
But I mean, if you had the knife out, it'd have been over.
well, yeah, because he made contact, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I guess like if you consider how big the stage is, and to not have security in the frame, there is like, I would think it's people like in the front or something. Like they
Yeah.
normally have like a rail or something.
Yeah.
And security on the other side. So I don't know how he broke through. But I guess like I think if you go to like the lyric or something like that, there is no barrier between the audience and the stage.
They have a little. I think they do have like a little like it's like a little something like some block off or something. I don't think you can walk now. I'm picturing a lyric in my mind, and I don't think you can just walk straight up on the stage. And I know at the arena they had the little bars.
Well, I mean,
Well, in Hollywood,
that wasn't in Hollywood. That's in DC.
They said
At
Hollywood.
I swear that was in
That was
DC.
in DC. I could have swore I saw Hollywood.
I could swear I seen DC.
I'm about y'all go ahead and talk. I'm gonna look it up
All
right
right, get your facts checked.
here. I mean, 'cause
Mm.
it says comedian Dave Chappelle attacked on stage during Netflix stand-up special in Los Angeles, and I know they are doing the Netflix special in LA right now.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's why this is the shop. So anyway, yeah, it was the Hollywood Bowl. You're right. Haha, funny.
oh, you don't question him. But
No,
it
I
was
do.
DC.
I
It was
remember seeing it.
DC.
I remember seeing it. It's okay.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
But
this is a barbershop. People's allowed to be wrong all the time, sis.
these are not the views that are reflected upon Miss Toya. That's all I'm gonna say.
Miss Toya, who that is?
The boss. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen. Anyway, my only thing is that because I was watching Daily Pop this morning, and they were like, now that Will Smith did that, everybody think it's okay to do that. And I was like, I know your first thought is going to be triggered to Will Smith, but people been doing this long before that. That's not anything new. It's the reason why, when I made the reference to Kev on stage, I haven't heard him say anything since Dave Chappelle or Will Smith about having his security, but he's always had it because this is what people do. Like, they try their hand. They probably haven't tried. And if you do it with a bigger artist, of course or comedian, of course it's gonna get more attention. I remember DC Young Fly last year. Somebody came up on stage and he had to knock him out. So and that was what the young lady was saying on Daily Pop, who she said her husband performs. She was like, this is really nothing new. She's like, but people have gotten crazier, especially during the pandemic, and people feeling themselves and being a little bold with their Karen like activities.
Well, Randy said that that the Baltimore Economy Factory doesn't have security either, and he said he could have sat on Linnell's lap.
I was gonna say they probably got it, but they ain't got it's no barrier between. I'm sure it's security, but
yeah, it's Johnny and them.
You right on them.
You right on them. Yeah.
They can reach out and touch.
Yep.
So
it's Johnny and them from Monument.
Well, it's been a long time since I've been there, so I can't remember the setup. But
I want to say that's the security, and I think that might be a little disrespectful. But a lot of comedians travel with their own security.
Well, I think that's needed if you want to, protect yourself, because at the end of the day, I'm sure that no matter where you go at, where you perform, that security is for the actual venue and not specifically for you, unless they're getting some extras.
Right. So that happened. Anything else on it?
No.
Before I move on.
Well, word on the street is Busta Rhymes and them beat that dude ass, but I don't know if that's true, right? Just barbershop talk. And then afterwards, he was still busting jokes, and then he brought out Jamie Foxx, which was cool. And then he had like a joke about Jamie Foxx, like anytime you're in trouble on stage and Jamie Foxx pop out with like a sheriff hat, you okay, or some shit like that. So
Chris Rock was there.
Yeah, that's even funnier. But I mean, I will say that I do respect their improv game after stuff happens.
As Chris Rock said when he came up, he said, "Was that Will Smith?"
He better keep Will Smith's name out his mouth, because after the wife comes my name.
He don't gotta keep Will's name out his mouth. He just gotta keep Jada name out his mouth.
Yes,
that's all. You can talk about Will. He said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth," but I'm gonna keep their names out my mouth because I don't want Will hitting me. I want him to be my friend if I meet him, just so he can introduce me to Diddy.
Hey, Toya. the week of when that thing happened at the Oxus, I was telling all my church friends, I was like my church folk that so many pastors gonna be using that in the pulpit. And they were like, God had to slap some sense into you.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
you know they was ready for. They was like,
So
oh, let me go write a whole new sermon.
I do got a question. This question might seem dumb to you churchgoers, but I hear this word all the time. What exactly is the pulpit?
Pulpit.
Yeah, whatever. What exactly is that? Oh
Pastor,
no,
you
wait.
take that?
The pulpit, right there, in front of the altar, where the liturgist would be standing, or where the preacher would be up there standing.
Why they just don't call it a stage?
It's a little bit different than a stage, and that it's holy ground, brother.
Oh, because there's holy ground. Okay. So, real quick, how do you? So I wake up in the middle of the night quite often, and there be some people selling water and selling blessings and stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
Oh, you talking about on TV? I've seen that before, like first thing in the morning, whatever.
Mm,
I don't, yeah, I don't. I try not to knock other people's stuff or whatever. I just don't. I don't do that. That's not my thing.
Like they sell holy water? Is that what y'all talking about?
yeah,
So
Hmm.
you can
if
tell
you
some.
ever wake up in the morning, I forget
Isn't
what the
it
guy's name is.
Petey Piper, something like that?
I don't
Yeah,
know who it is.
Pop off, Peter Pop
He
off
pop
or
off,
whatever.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So he's selling uh water, supposed to be holy water, and yeah, busting. Yeah, I've seen that. I woke up early and caught that before.
Have y'all woke up early and caught the one where the lady be like, "Oh, I was 3 months late on my mortgage payment, and then I prayed, and then somebody sent me $10 million, and I paid off my house." Y'all never seen those?
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen the testimonials. I've
I
seen
mean,
those.
I haven't seen that in particular, but I have seen people who are behind in churches pay their bills.
You've literally seen it?
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to Musamness.
I've seen when at
I've
the
seen
Empowerment
smaller churches
Temple,
do it.
yeah, at the Empowerment Temple they had a like a appliance giveaway for people who didn't have appliances, and the whole pulpit was full of new appliances, washers, dryers, dishwashers.
How do you choose who gets it versus who don't?
Well, generally what happens, I know when what they did is a lot of things went through the community resource center, and the members went through that way. And that's how things are awarded. But as Toya was saying, the boss, that I've seen smaller churches give out things. Some of them even as they'll pay a utility bill, or they'll help with rent. It all depends on how you're see. I mean, at the end of the day, even though the church is a place of religious, it's also a business too.
I can respect that. All right, well, I guess let's move on to happier topics.
So, I have one other news story. It's nothing major, but it did make me question. So I was Serena Williams did an interview, and she was saying that she's not like training her daughter to be a pro tennis player or anything. And she's small. She's like a young child. Um, do you like how do you feel about parents who encourage or force their children to like repeat their life?
I'm with
Like
it.
I was a doctor, so I want you to be a doctor.
I
Um, I,
mean,
I have a friend right now who's graduating from pharmacy school this month. She's graduating pharmacy school, and
shout
her
out to
dad
her.
is a pharmacist.
Was it by choice, or was she forced to do it?
I don't think she was forced to do it.
He
But
was
I
seeking
know
approval.
like that's what he wanted. You like it's a proud moment. Like my daughter's following in my footsteps.
I feel the same way because my daughter's following my footsteps.
Why did you get him started?
I mean, it's an awesome feeling, you know.
Did you encourage or push her in that direction?
I tried to push her in that direction, then I had to slack off, and then other people tried to put her in a different direction. Then she went out and tried life herself and said, "You know what? I'd rather rock with this direction."
You know they
So
say train the child.
it was a boomerang effect, you know. I
Okay.
threw it out
I
there,
went a
let
little
it go.
spiritual with that. You went a little boomerangish. Okay.
I mean, there's different aspects of
It
the
was
show.
the same. It was the same concept though. Like they eventually come back, is what I meant.
Okay, I
So
hear
I
you.
think we on the same page.
Well, thank
Pastor,
you.
would you encourage your kids to go into preaching?
I think it's with preaching, it's a little bit different or whatever. You want your children to be grounded in Christ and grounded in the Bible and have a foundation. But as far as them doing that particular, I feel like everybody's not called to do that. So if my children are called and feel they're called and they confirm that call and that's what they feel like God wants them to do, then I'm all for it. But I wouldn't force them.
What
Which one
about
is
your
more
other
likely to
career?
get the call?
Say again.
Which one is more likely to get the call?
Which one is more likely to get the call?
God did not do a conference call. He cannot answer that question.
I mean, it's just a guess. It's a guess.
He
In
ain't
20
he ain't
years,
sending out memos.
in 20
It is
years,
a
we can refer back to this and he could be like, I knew he was gonna be the one.
it's a
I,
personal
I
call.
don't. I'm not sure about that, but one thing I can say is after you receive the gospel and you're saved, everybody is required to spread the good news. So even if you're not a minister,
Okay,
But
that's
we are
cool.
all supposed to be ministers of the word, right?
amen.
Go
Yeah.
ye therefore and teach all nations.
So,
The great
Kathy,
the Great Commission.
would you be happy if your children wanted to be a podcaster?
If that's what they choose to do, either way, I'm going to support my children, no matter
Okay.
what they decide to do. I think that it's important for them to have, I guess you can say, variety of choices in their careers, and them find which one they like. There's no use of you pushing a child into a career that they don't necessarily like, and then they wind up hating going to work, or they
Mhm.
stop going to work, or they do something really drastic, about work.
Now, what about
Well,
like schools?
Going to schools.
Yeah, because like I went to Dunbar into Morgan, and Marlon went to Gilman into Morehouse,
I-
and I know like if we had a boy, I know it's already like written in stone. Like Gilman is like when they leave there, they're like, "This is where my children are going." I don't even know if he feels the same way about Morehouse. I would rather, if I had a son, I would rather him go to Morehouse over going to Gilman. But
So,
I was
so
there at Morehouse.
yeah. So my daughter has already said she's going to go to Mercy for high school.
okay,
So she's already said that.
did you go
Both,
there?
yeah, and both of
Okay,
them
so
said that they were going to um go to Tuskegee for college. I took them there for like just for a summer vacation one year, and they both said that they were going. Now, if they change their mind, you know. But my daughter, I don't know. She was just like, I never even talked to her about Mercy. She just came out and said, I'm going to Mercy High School.
Where
no,
is Mercy High School in Baltimore?
Yes.
What
it's a
does that
private
mean?
school, right?
It's all girls Catholic school.
They wouldn't like even going to school in the state that you stay in?
They do. But they pretty much already, my daughter already said that that was the high school that she wanted to go to. The other high school that she talked about was going to St. Paul School for Girls. So all of her school choices are in Maryland.
Mm.
I also think it's probably somewhat a little different for you six because y'all went to school based on where y'all lived, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of our schools aren't necessarily based off of where you live. Like you have to work and earn to get into these schools.
Mm.
So that could also contribute to why like is not necessarily a school, that she don't want to go to a school where they live. But and that's a part of the legacy. That's where her mother went, and it's not. There are a lot of people that between that state and this state travel back and forth daily. So,
But what happens if something happens, your work schedule changes, you can't get there in the mornings and stuff like that?
Been there, done that.
Mm.
You just do what you have to do as a parent.
Like they gotta stay after school on Wednesdays,
Been there, done that.
and we broadcasting live from the volleyball game.
Been there, done that. Actually, we just, like, just to be real honest with you, I ran straight from work to volleyball game to the podcast.
And that was the family emergency.
And had a work emergency in at the volleyball. And
I
had to
think
step out
even
the volleyball game. So
I
do
think
what you gotta
even
do.
when the kids are in the same state, like at that age, when they're very active. Now, when I was in high school, I won't say my parents made me do everything on my own. Initially, like they did try to take me to everything and pick me up, but they had relied on my uncle to do it. And my uncle, I would, so for instance, I was on the choir and we had rehearsal after school every day, and rehearsal let out at 4. And I would sit there till 5 and wait for my uncle to come pick me up. And every day he would be like, I didn't realize it was time to come pick you up until it was time to pick you up. And I was like, but you literally were 10 minutes down the street. Like, it didn't take an hour. So at that point, I was just like, I will go ahead and get myself to the things that I need to get myself to. And I got my license very quick. I think I'm a little different from the generation now because they like being driven. They like an Uber. They like this, that, and the third. But I think a lot of our generation was like, okay, well, you got go on and get home then. Figure it out.
I would agree because that's kind of how I did. Anything that when I got to a certain point, when I was like 14, 15, that I started kind of mapping my own way, learning the bus systems, when I went to Mercy, I remember I used to catch 4 buses to school.
Mm.
I used to leave home like
Ooh.
6 o'clock in the morning to get to school by 8. And I caught 4 buses there and 4 buses back.
They gave
But
you all them
now,
transfers.
huh?
They gave you all them transfers.
For some reason, I used to figure it out every day. I used to figure that out how to manipulate and not have to pay extra bus fare. But yeah, I figured it out some kind of way. I think some of my friends that used to catch like 2, they would give me theirs.
Look here, I would go to high school the first day and be like, I'm gonna find me somebody like Kathy with a car, and I'm rolling with her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was like,
It's a good thing you found somebody like Kathy, because I was somebody that was like, no,
You crazy?
Listen,
You crazy?
I
I would have
had
got in that car. It'd have been cool.
I
I'd have
had
put
a
you on some
job.
new music.
I had a job at the school, and me and my cousin both worked there. And it was a matter of fact, I don't know if y'all know what it is, but MBNA America. Me and my cousin worked there. I had a girlfriend from the neighborhood that went to school with me. She worked there as well. She lived down the street from me. And the first day she asked me for a ride, I gave it to her. The next day I said, "That's not going to be a group thing. I don't know what your plan was when you took the job, but I'm going to need you to stick with that because you're not getting in my car." I was like, me and her, we split the gas.
Oh, that would
So
have been easy. I'd have been like, Toya, you trying to go to Famous Dave's?
Oh,
I
so
don't
you would have bought her for food?
you can get me for food now. You couldn't get me for food then. That was like when,
Nah,
keep in mind at that age, like everybody got put in on gas. And gas was 99 cents a gallon when I got my license.
nah. I'd be like,
But
yo, you trying
I
to get
was
some
like,
Famous Dave's? And I got
I
the
said,
hookup at Famous Dave's.
what you ain't gonna do is think you hopping in this Acura Integra every day. And I was like, nah, sis, go and find
Yeah,
another way home.
because she wasn't your bestie.
She wasn't. I
I
was
would have
like,
been
you
your
are.
bestie. I had a
She
lot
was.
of besties.
Oh no, I wasn't going pretend to have any. Like you couldn't. You know when I got a best friend when
Yeah.
I was 21.
You want to know
You
something?
wasn't making calling me what?
I might have been the first to and fro customer, dog.
From back in the day.
Yep. As soon as Hutch got a license, he got his job early.
You the reason he started a transportation company.
Now I ain't gonna say that, but I'm just saying I might have been the first to and fro customer.
Mm.
Anyways, what else
Well,
is going on?
anyway, do y'all watch Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I
don't.
haven't in a while.
Yeah, who watches that?
Raise your hand
Toya.
if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta.
So the
Exactly.
captain told on himself.
So, I don't know if y'all know who Drew Sidor is, but if you don't, I'm gonna see if I can help you remember. If you watch the game, she was the singer that Derwin cheated on Melanie with.
Yes,
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah.
So she's one of the cast members on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they were I don't know how she found out. Maybe but anyway, her husband's assistant texted him and offered to give him a back massage. Question: is that okay?
No.
First of all, I don't think you put it in real context. I think you was just doing the clickbait thing.
That is what happened.
Not
I'm
all the
sorry.
way.
He had a backache.
And he was looking for a masseuse person. And then she said, I would do it. But she meant that she will find him a masseuse person.
You watched it?
I did watch the whole show.
I'm gonna go back and watch because the way his wife said it, it was like she offered to do it, and his response was because okay. So I'm gonna ask you,
His wife is messy.
Why was his response? I'm a man. If she wasn't offering to do the massage.
Yo, why we got so many Miss Sharp ladies? I'm gonna remove this one.
I think Six kicked me out deliberately, Toya, on that question. Because all of a sudden my screen
That's
went
when you
black.
went away.
I'm going to tell you right now, I work in the IT field, and you people have a lot of IT issues. I don't never have them IT issues, but
he
can you
kicked me
answer my
out.
question?
What's your question?
So why was his response, I'm a man, if her offering was to find him a masseuse?
I'm a man.
That's what he said his response was.
That doesn't even make no sense. Can you give me a massage? I'm a man.
And that's what I was like, that was a dumb response. But when when he explained it, because I watched him explain it to her friends who she was telling about, and he said, I'm a man, I can't let you do that. That's not what he said to her. He said that's what that meant.
He was already in hot water, so he just started double backing, trying to get out of the shit. That's
Yeah,
all
when
that
you
was.
said when you
Then I
said
don't.
when you
Go
said
ahead.
he said I'm a man, I thought you was gonna say that he was saying that he didn't need her to find him a masseuse. That's what the context sounded
I
like.
would have taken it like that if you
He's an
explained it,
admin.
because I thought saying I'm a man meant yeah, I want you to.
I mean, she's an admin. If I call up Miss Sharp Lady and say, "Yo, I need a masseuse," I need that word.
Well, it depends on how you said it now. Like if you need a masseuse and that person is your admin, your assistant, then that's what their job is. But
Fact.
if they volunteer, yes, boss, that's their job.
That's a
If the
personal assistant.
no, if that's your
Because hold on, I am an admin.
So
That is what I get paid to do.
So
My boss cannot call me and ask me to book a massage. So please don't tell me that that's what admin did.
Okay.
I have been doing this since I was 18.
Okay, well, let me just reframe. Let me just say this.
Now, a personal assistant can do a lot of things. They can go pick up your laundry and
you don't never do nothing outside of your job title.
I don't do personal work. No.
Okay, but that's the thing about it. Some admin titles are different because my admin, whatever I say, if I need something done, whether or not it be, can you get my lunch? That's what their admin.
I mean, I know we playing on some wordplay, but that's a personal assistant.
Can you get my lunch?
I mean, if their admin says ETC, and that ETC says that they need to do that's in their thing and they're used to doing it and they don't have a problem with it, then why not? Now, if it's an admin for the company, no, they can't find you a masseuse.
If you want to keep your job, I think you find a masseuse if necessary.
I'm hearing.
His wife liked his assistant offering regardless.
I was gonna say I'm hearing both of y'all. I do want to agree with Toya and say that part of that is admin and then part of that is personal.
And sometimes you gotta do personal shit to keep your job.
I know. That's how you get lawsuits. That's how you get sued. Like that's how you get me too'd.
Oh my gosh.
And it depends on it.
So question. Since we're so girl power all the time.
First of all, let's not call that girl power. Inappropriate behavior with your employees is not about girl power. If a woman does the same thing, she's wrong. So let's not girl power that. That is respect.
Girl power, as I stated. So if another female just said, you know what, I don't like your assistant. No, let's say his wife said, you know what, I really don't like your assistant. Fire her. Is that okay?
It has happened. I don't think it's okay. I think you would need to give a reason.
I mean, anybody can find a reason all the time.
But there are people who are like, my husband is not allowed to have a female assistant, period.
I mean, there's at-will states.
I don't think I think you might be a little misguided on that, because those are also like, you can't say I can't hire you because my wife doesn't. That's discrimination.
I know, you just make up some bullshit.
So I was about to say, so you can't let it get out why you're firing that person or don't want to hire that person if that's the reason. So you might can say that at home, but you can't openly say that
I need to take a time out real quick
and not get a lawsuit.
Pastor, do you feel like I kicked you off the stream?
No, you didn't kick me off the screen. I went to look at the
private
chat.
message.
Your private message, and it went out after that.
Oh, okay. Okay, time back in. Sorry, sharp lady.
You feel what's the word? You feel like she is attacking you.
Yes.
Assassinating your character.
Good. I'm glad that he feels like I'm assassinated, because now he knows how I feel. Shots fired.
There were no comments.
No,
it's
not
comments. It was her throwing dirt on my name, talking about I'm knocking her off the thing, when she probably got that Metro PCS.
No, I do not have Metro PCS. Pastor, just to let you know the history behind this, prior the whole time that you were serving our country, and thank you for your service.
Thanks for your support.
Six always wanted to throw me under the bus, then run over top of me with the bus.
Number one, that's snitching and not true.
So throw you under it, drive a little forward, back up.
Yes, and he did that, and then he put it in reverse a couple of times. So, and he
I gave you a whole nickname that the world stuck with. What are you talking about?
Yeah, see, I even got a nickname, a derogatory sexist name, Split Splash. What do you think about that, Pastor?
Now look, while I find it inappropriate, I think you bought that one on yourself.
Hey, Toya.
Huh?
Toya, does all this sound narcissistic?
In my pursuit to encourage him to be as supportive of his fellow brothers too, Pastor, and give them compliments. And I know you've heard us talk about this as well, about Six not wanting to give a compliment or appreciate his fellow man. So so with all of this is what happened to me.
Yeah.
So I feel attacked.
The lies that are being told.
So now I'm willing to give it back.
For the right words. This is unjust.
What'd that say?
Brandy said going to head that way.
Head which way? I missed it.
I don't know. She said something. So
other duties are assigned, huh, Kathy?
Listen, I think Six can pick with people, But that inappropriate name she talking about, she did that to herself.
She did.
She did that one to herself, and I won't repeat it because I'm a woman of God.
Snowball?
Find it inappropriate.
No
Yeah.
snowball.
What?
Toya, I bought you snowball cookies and gingerman cookies.
Oh, well, she
You're
knows a
supposed
lot
to
about
stick on
snowballs.
that side.
I mean, everybody does things for me. I don't want y'all to think y'all can buy.
Basically,
Y'all can
Oh,
buy me stuff, but it won't buy my loyalty, to be honest.
oh,
we out
geez,
in
now I
public
know.
and
Now
Latoya
I
over here
know.
talking
I'm
about
a woman of
snowballs.
God. I gotta be ethical in this.
But Toya, speaking of stuff though, them cupcakes was off the chain. Oh my gosh.
Yes, they were. They are from
Woo-woo.
Fresh Bakery. Is a black-owned bakery on Ricestown Road.
Yeah, they
So
got good.
Awesome.
does it
They
matter
got
if
good
that black
food.
woman?
They are very good. They probably are one of my favorites. Although I do have my own personal cake boss, so I get my
Mm.
stuff from her. But so yeah, we got off track with the whole Kathy thing. I don't even know. We was talking about it's inappropriate. So okay, so I'm gonna go back and watch because Six is saying one thing, I'm saying another thing. I just don't understand why if she was offering to find him someone to do it, I feel like that was a let me clean this up response because I don't get why his reply to her was I'm a man if his assistant is offering to find a service for him.
So, in a moment of pain, has anybody at your job like touched you or anything? Like y'all don't do those type of things. I've got a semi massage at my desk before, but it wasn't like somebody walked up to my shoulders and they just
Let me go ahead and
ain't nothing wrong
let
with
me
that.
write down the time
They helped you out.
so I
They
can
did.
bookmark this exact point for her.
They
Like,
did.
don't send this nigga to work. People are rubbing on him there. I work for a very I'm not gonna put the quotations up, ethical company. So
I
um
mean,
we can't blur those lines at all now.
my
Uh,
company is very ethical too,
no,
but
don't get me wrong. I work for other companies where I could have offered to physically give the massage myself.
mm,
It would have been acceptable. But I'm just saying the company that I'm at now, like we just got our one top 100 most ethical companies certification again. So they don't play. They
so
like let's pop off with that. She
no,
rubbed one
Randy,
out for you.
no, Randy, no, not at all.
Oh, Randy went hard with that one. He really trying to get you in trouble at home.
I know, like no, it wasn't nothing like that, and so I'm not. I'm gonna quit
Go
that
go
conversation.
ahead. Go ahead. Say what you
No,
want to say.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
quit that conversation.
Six. Don't do it, brother.
I'm gonna
Please
quit that.
do. Please.
No. If Miss
Give the
Sharp,
people.
I'm telling you right now, if she dropped the connection, she ain't getting back in today.
Yeah.
She
It's
better.
the three
I
amigos.
heard that Six.
Okay, lucky you, lucky you. Keep
I
going
didn't.
farther.
I
Go a
didn't
little bit
drop the
farther.
connection.
Let that Metro PC Wi-Fi drop off this call.
No, actually, to be
Mm.
honest with you, I think it's my security camera because every time I walk by it, that's what's happening. So it's
Okay.
that.
Oh,
I
that's some high
beseech you in
tech
the name of
security.
Jesus to sit still then.
Mm.
I'm trying to sit still, but
Stop walking by.
I'm trying to sit still,
My
but as
paging.
y'all know, I'm trying to keep the dog quiet, and that's the only way I can keep her quiet is to
That's not.
walk around.
Toy,
Oh.
You said, I shall not be moved.
That's all, the spirit led me in that direction. That's all. That's all. Let me
All
stop
right.
playing with
So,
y'all.
Pastor, is it okay for anybody to touch you at work?
No,
Not at all.
no.
Okay.
Lady Shropshire ain't having none of that.
Okay, Pastor.
Here's
And
the thing. Even before COVID, I didn't want people touching me.
you don't like people touching you?
No.
Where Marlon at anyway? I ain't hearing nothing from him. He ain't post nothing. Where the rest of your people at?
Well, Marlon is working, and the rest of my people, I almost didn't make it today, but I put y'all first. My cousin is going to her prom, so everyone's there. So
That's why everybody should be
I
watching
did
Yeah.
Prom.
ask them to send me a picture so I could show you guys because it's Sheree's niece that's going. Sheree and Patrick's niece.
So what I'm going to say is it must be a coincidence, but the day Brandy's not here, we have less attention. I'm just saying.
Well, again, most of the viewers are my family, and I'm telling you where they are.
Yeah.
But Brandy's on. She said, Miss Chocolate Lady said Brandy's on her way to try and log in.
Yeah, she did say that.
I think you. He don't pay you no attention, girl. I'm sorry.
I know. That's why I said. That's why I said
Like
it's
she
he.
came in. She said that's why she disappeared. She went to go read it.
We ain't starting no
Mm.
grill today.
He said, "What happened? Who got food?"
Oh, my daughter said that.
I was about
I'm
to say.
sorry you heard her say that. We don't have no
I'm like,
group. She said.
I
She
was like,
said. I
"Where's the
guess.
group?" We were just talking about grilled hot dogs. A sister is hungry right now.
Oh,
Mm.
see, it's. You see
All
it
that
smoking.
acreage.
You see that?
Oh,
You see it smoking.
wait a minute. I gotta look past the grill. I
All that
think
acreage.
we need a party out there or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the whole.
360 spinner, 150 hour. That's what's up.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you some business. I really am trying to get you that business.
Mm-hmm.
He said the. Oh, sorry.
Ooh,
He said the best way to get him business is the book.
basically, I would
So
high
y'all
five you
party.
right now. That deserves a high five. Hold on.
No, actually, no. What I'm saying is that someone asked me about pictures, and I said, "Have you ever considered a 360?"
I got a photo
And,
booth too.
and they said, "I don't know anything about 360," and I explained them, and I gave them your name. So
Okay.
shout
Listen,
out to the black-owned business.
people be like,
Hey.
I need a photographer for my wedding, and I'd be like, hey, but do you also need a 360?
If your wedding ain't got a 360, it ain't popping.
Toya, it's funny you said that because I just sent you that. Did you see your text message that I asked you that question for a photographer?
I did, and I legit said I did not respond to her, but I don't. That's the thing.
Uh,
I had the answer was no to both of them, no,
okay.
but I don't have anybody. All right, so moving on. In other news, I don't know if anybody cares or if anybody's gonna watch, but Megan Thee Stallion is doing a show. I think I want to say with Netflix, a comedy, a sitcom based on her life. I don't y'all gonna tune in for that. I don't know much about her life, but
She says Tori shot her and Tori didn't shoot her. That's all I know.
My
oh
wife
my
my
God.
Yeah.
wife my wife is a fan. She'd probably check it out.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm a fan. I'm gonna watch it. I just don't. But it's probably, hopefully, it's just a normal girl going to college and becoming a rap star.
Yeah, that would be very interesting to
I
watch.
mean,
This
I don't want to see a bunch of. It's a comedy, so
this is the thing. I don't ever find her funny. She's more girl power ish, and she'll put her brother down. But I don't find her funny.
I think
And
all
I
I
of her
watch
don't think I
songs
TV
said
shows.
sound
she was
alike.
doing a stand up show though.
What'd you say?
I don't think I
I
said
think
she was doing a stand up show.
You said a comedy.
A comedy series. I did say that.
Okay.
No, I said a sitcom. I said a
I
sitcom.
You
I,
can say a
I, I
sitcom.
think I think all of her songs sound alike.
She has the same flow, yes.
She has a new song that doesn't sound like the other ones.
Because it sounds like Lil Kim.
I don't think it sounds like Lil Kim. I think it's a beat that Lil Kim used, but I don't think it sounds like her. I think there's a difference in that.
So I
Um,
guess the viewers will determine whether or not it's a hit or not.
Randy Hush. Um, yeah, we'll see. Netflix trying to pull anything out.
Every time I hear a Megan Thee Stallion song, I hear "I'm a Savage."
Are you serious? I don't feel like Girls in the Hood was anything like I'm a Savage. Oh no, that was my song.
We know.
It's Mimi's song too. Listen, when we left church on Easter, let me tell y'all how my baby is. We were in church. Homegirl is standing up and praising and doing all this. We get in the car and I let her sit up front with me for the day. and Megan Thee Stallion, Girls in the Hood came on, and that child went wild. I
Oh
said,
wow.
"You are your mother's child." I said, "That is definitely a me move."
She probably was still hearing the music from the church.
Yeah.
No, that was
She
Hutch
was still
said that.
praising.
Yeah,
Crazy,
Hutch
crazy.
said the piano was hot.
but he also says I don't like that new song by Meg.
I don't know what that means. Is that a
What's
song?
Piano, yes, it's the song which that all your ops look busted, injured. It's a good
Oh,
song. I'm not gonna say I think she can rap, and I think she makes good songs, but they all do sound very similar because she don't change her flow. Like I will say, Nicki changes her flow all the time, but Meg is just that same bop every
I
time.
love the birds chirping doing that. That was perfect timing.
Oh, it's funny today.
It was.
Okay,
It was. I mean, I'm assuming it's Miss Sharp Lady that
yes,
got
it
the
was.
birds chirping. So
It
you
was.
gotta take that up with her. But it was perfect timing.
It
I
was.
mean nobody likes to say where they found these songs from, but it's okay.
I don't even know what that means. So anyway, since Mother's Day is coming up, I have a question. Do you think that an ex should? I'm sorry. Would you? Is it okay for your partner to get their ex a Mother's Day gift? So the question on Facebook was on behalf of the child, but I just say in general, is it okay?
We talking about an ex that
That you were
that
married
there
to or
wasn't there
something.
wasn't no
I,
child, right,
I,
married to or have a
I'm
child
going
with.
to say someone that you have a child with,
Of course. What would be wrong with that?
Yeah,
Pastor.
I gotta agree with Miss Sharp Lady that it'd be okay if there's a child involved,
Captain.
as long as the intention is not to score points.
I think it's okay. As long it depends on how the situation ended. If the person did you super dirty or something like that, then
But remember, you got a child by this person, so no matter what, you still have to co-parent.
uh, maybe not. Who knows? But I don't find a problem with it.
So does it matter? So do you think they get gifts based on if the because the question was because the child is too young to go buy a gift themselves, but like um I had we have older kids, so um of course Mimi can't go shopping for herself, but I mean like if she could for those who have kids that can go off and shop on their own, do you still think they should buy that person a gift?
Yeah. Well, I try to on Mother's Day because it'd be on some thanks for taking care of my little man.
Just not this year.
This year's recession, ain't nobody getting nothing.
Mhm.
So that's what because it was a lot of comments that was like hell no, and it was a lot of people that said that they should do it, but it was like if they I saw one that was like if their kids are young enough that they still gotta buy them a gift, I don't want to date that person, I'm not dating anybody to have kids, why do you need to buy that person a gift? I think it is like Six said, I think it can be a bit of how the situation ended because there's some people who you give them an inch and they're gonna think it mean a whole lot more.
Yeah, I agree
So,
with that.
so in that case, you got to be like, nope. But like I don't we don't do gifts, but bio that we say Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day to each other,
I mean,
and we even
if
say Happy Birthday.
if yo had never paid child support, hadn't bought shoes for your kids for 5 years, then hell no, I ain't no gift because you already owe me. You know what I'm saying? But if this person is doing what they're supposed to do, co-parenting right, making things a little bit easier, then I'm okay with it. That's why if you look at the Martell and old girl situation,
You got to say what you're talking about because don't nobody know who Marcel or old girl is.
well, I'll let you describe that better off. you could describe it better.
You could at least say on the show, Love and Marriage.
On the show, Love and
You
Marriage.
just called out a
Husband.
name like we know.
So on the show,
He was
Love
like,
and
"Hey,
Marriage.
Pastor."
Husband.
So Martel was like,
Can you explain it? You explain it so much better than I do. You know what situation I'm talking about.
but you could have said, "Hey, Toya, tell them the situation." You can't just be like, because with Martel and old girl, at first I was like, "Well, hold
Oh, you know.
Hey,
All you gotta
Toya,
do is
hey
name my
Toya.
tail, you
He
already
said
know.
he said it like it was Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden.
on." Like we all know who
I
these
mean, it kind
people.
of is.
But go ahead. What was you about to say? So there is a show on OWN network called Love and Marriage, Huntsville, and it's about three different, I guess four now, different couples. And one couple is divorced. He has had a child with somebody else while they were married, and they are just bitter exes. I don't think they need to get each other gifts.
So, question. I got a question for you, Pastor. Let's say you and the wife split up. Y'all wasn't on good terms, right? And you did something wonderful for the kids. Like you made them write a book. This book is selling. You got like a book signing, but it wasn't on your weekend to have the kids. Would you expect your lady to let the kids come to that book signing?
If it was my weekend,
It's not your weekend.
It's more so, would you expect her to still bring them?
It's a book signing. My kid ain't never have a book signing.
It's not Jesus coming either.
What you mean? A book? That is huge.
I think if it's huge, I'm sorry. Let's let Pastor answer because you asked him.
I don't know how to answer that. I don't, you know what I'm saying, Toya? I never been in that predicament or whatever, and I, I guess if I had to answer, sure, I would expect her to come. I would expect them to come.
It's for the
Support.
kids.
I get that, but okay. So these people are trash. I want to put that out there first. As a couple, as divorced people, they are trash towards each other. You may not want to call. He started off being trash when he got somebody else pregnant and threw it in her face. That's
he
trash.
didn't throw it in her face. Shit happened.
There is a scene on there where he throws it in her face. Yes. You gotta go back and watch.
Lady.
But okay. Let me. Did you hear
Before
the question,
you take
Miss
the
Lady?
water.
Did you hear the question?
Who you talking to me?
Yeah.
About.
Okay, so there's this couple.
Yeah, I heard that question. I was
Okay.
saying, which one did you want me to answer? Because Six was saying something about
should
changing the order.
Should he expect her to bring the kids even though it wasn't his week?
Why not?
Thank you. That's what
I'm gonna give y'all the why not. I'm gonna give y'all the why not. And it can be an unpopular opinion. I stand on it as someone who was a single mother. I don't feel like I have to bend over backwards to accommodate you. I feel like as a father, you make the right accommodations. He didn't care that somebody had just died in her family.
She didn't say that.
Yes, she did.
You told him that before?
I watched this recently. I'm telling you, I just watched this recently, so it's fresher in my memory.
Okay.
But also, my point is, when you're, and this is what everybody said to him, his own friends said to him, when you're going through a divorce, sometimes you can have an easy peasy divorce where y'all get along and everything is fine. For the most part, they don't tend to work out like that. But when you're already having a difficult time, then you make the appropriate accommodations during your time period.
The only person suffering is the kids.
And okay, so here's my thing. I think that's what a lot of men play on is that the kids are suffering because I wanted to do this and you kept me from doing this versus this is my time. Like, I should have planned better. His own agent said that to him. She said, you should have booked this on your week. Make sure going forward, you book things during your time with the kids. It's not fair whether you don't know what I have to do. We could be going to Disney World or we could be watching Encanto. It's not fair to say I should jump And by his own admission, he didn't really, he just was like, can you make sure their hair done? He didn't say, hey, I know this is your week, but I have this, it's already scheduled. Can we work out something? He emailed her and said, can you have their hair done for the book signing?
And she could at least give an inkling that she ain't gonna do it.
He knew she wasn't. You can tell the whole time that he knew before the event. You could tell he knew she wasn't going to do it by every conversation that he had with somebody. But these are the things I think it's very easy for men to manipulate the situation and blame a woman.
Manipulate.
Yes, he's manipulating that storyline.
This is what happens.
He's manipulating the storyline. If it's not, you have a whole week. It's not like this is somebody who gets his children every other weekend. You know in advance that you have a whole week. They weren't out of town. They were in a goddamn conference room at a hotel. And you can't tell me that and the problem is, and this is what his manager was saying to him, was that when you're in a bitter divorce, like you don't handle things necessarily the way people think you should handle them. He's not doing that either. I put fault on both of them, but that's why I plan things when I have. So, like I said, there was a period where I raised my child by myself, and I would bend over backwards when he would be like, "Hey, I planned this. Can she come? Hey, my family doing this. I want her to be there." And I was like rearranging everything in my life to accommodate that. And I said, "No." I finally put my foot down, and I was like, if you have something planned, you need to tell me. I can't just keep changing. I had people. This was when people would babysit her. I got babysitter's book, and he like, oh no, I want to come get her today. And I had somebody tell me they weren't going to keep her anymore because that happened twice. So no.
At the end of the day, we should all watch out who we lay with, because that couple of minutes can mean a whole lot of terror. And I ain't gonna front.
Oh, I totally agree.
I liked old girl when they were together. I really liked her. But I have seen.
I don't think I liked her then.
Oh, I loved her. She was my girl. But I've seen how the 360 switched and came up, and she has her claws out on a lot of things.
I mean, and I still don't like her. But I also think like some things, like the situation with Destiny. I do feel like she did Destiny wrong a lot of ways. But I also feel like she lied on Destiny lied. Like Destiny said on the Witchcom that she hadn't talked to her. She said she had not heard from her at all.
If you go from talking to somebody on the phone every day to text messages,
but you can't say if tomorrow come and I text you and then Hutch say, have you heard from me? And you say no, that's a lie.
So can I say that I'll never hear from Miss Sharp Lady? But I talk to her on Wednesdays when she comes.
I think that would be an accurate description.
Yes, okay. It would be, because I don't
have. But if y'all have had any type of communication, that would be lying on her. It would be a lie if I was like, I hadn't talked to Kathy and I just sat here and said I saw her text and I didn't respond. That's essentially what happened with them. So, and it's another one I don't even know how we got there. I can't find my way back because Love and Marriage was not a part of this conversation. Oh,
I think you should just go with the flow right now.
Oh, this is what I do. Pinocchio.
All of that from Mother's Day gifts. So speaking of getting a divorce, do you think that women should change their name back when they get divorced?
Give me my shit back.
You don't own it.
It's my family legacy. Get off of it.
Hey, Toya, do you think they should change their name when they get married?
I don't have a thought one way or another. It was a big deal for me. I mean, I came back from my honeymoon and the next day I went and got my name changed. But what I will say is, I mean, there's no divorce. There's no D in this marriage at all. But the only D that's in it is never mind. But what I'm gonna tell y'all is the work that it took for me to get my name changed, I'm not changing it.
It's not yours. You're not the rightful
It is
owner.
mine. It is legally mine. The government says it's mine. The
It's my
IRS
family
says it's mine.
name. Why
Eh,
would you want to be attached to my family name
well,
if
guess
you
what?
adopted me?
It happens like that. It happens like that
Somebody else
because
got that name. Y'all don't own it.
My
I mean,
family,
but y'all in particular, I don't know. I don't know anybody else with that name. But
yeah,
somebody else last name is
royalty.
White.
Everybody named White. That's why that's okay.
But no, I am still literally have things that need to be changed. And it's work getting that name changed. I wish I would.
When you leave with everything you started out with.
you don't necessarily have to do that because you have to ask the judge for permission to go back to your maiden name.
I don't know
Did you?
about that. I don't
You
talk to.
do. You do. When you get a divorce, you have to put that in your custody that you would like to retain your maiden name again.
How many names have you had?
Do you have to just for that documentation or do you have to in general? Because I could
It's part of the court. It's
hypothetically, like I could go change Mimi's name right now.
Yeah, and it will cost you to change her name, but when you married, you have to go through the court proceeding. It has to be on your divorce decree that you are retaining your married name, and that you are that you're retaining your married name, and that you're going back to that.
So so if I do that, are they gonna pay for it or something?
Um,
Where's Peter when you need him?
I'm
Cause,
sorry.
cause you just said if I did that I would have to pay for it. So I'm saying, does the divorce include the fee of changing my name?
No,
Because I know I have
yes,
to pay
yes,
regardless.
yes, it do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
part
then
of
I
it.
would go ahead and get it so that they can pay for it.
Yeah, excuse me, y'all. I'm having a little situation right now.
All right, well, you have a good night.
No,
Sir,
I'm not leaving. I just need to put my dog in the house because my neighbors have their dog out, and my dog is trying to get away to attack their dog.
I
So,
totally get it.
huh? Yeah,
Okay.
you said you look just so y'all can see how I'm standing to keep
Oh,
her from running away. I'm actually literally sitting on her to keep her from
okay.
attacking this other dog.
All right, well,
Mm.
handle your business. Pastor,
Yes.
you changing her name?
Say again.
he wants you to stop bringing up divorce conversations with him.
Man, we gotta be able to talk about everything. I thought that's what the show's about.
A6. So I do answer questions when y'all ask them or whatever. But I will say I agree with Toya. We don't plan on getting divorced. That's the first thing. The second thing is, as far as that goes, she's earned the name. If she wants to keep it, it's up to her whether or not she keep it or not. It's kind of like
Man,
uh it's kind
pretty
of like
much.
with when we reached when we had three kids. Um, I would have loved for her to have a with the third one to have a C-section so that she can get her tubes tied, but that didn't happen. So being that didn't happen, I wasn't going to put her through another surgery. I went and got snipped so she didn't have to go through a surgery.
Perfect segue to my next question. But let me say, before I go to the next question, seriously, you got to change your license, your credit cards. Um, I had credit issues when I changed my name because they were still like there was no record of Latoya White, and I had to show identification that I got divorced. Um, the deeds and all that stuff. It is too much work. This is my name. Anyway, do you think, how do you feel about women who want their husbands to get a vasectomy so that if they get a divorce, he cannot have children with anybody else?
Hmm.
Selfish.
Pastor already answered that question.
I'm fine with it.
You said you what?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with it. I think it's selfish for you
No,
to
I mean,
ask
I'm
that.
fine with being selfish.
In your
That's what I
narcissistic
meant.
ways.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so then are you flip the script? Are you gonna get your tubes tied? Are you gonna get a tube ligation?
Well, here's
Um,
the thing. I'm pushing 40. Not saying that I can't get pregnant in my 40s or even 50s, but he can keep going until he dies.
the boss is
So
selfish. The boss. The boss is being
I'm
selfish.
not denying it at all. I stand 10 toes down on that.
It sounded like a no.
Mm-hmm.
I am all for it. Pastor already got his, and he not getting a divorce anyway. Did you change your name? I don't
Who?
talk to sharp lady.
Oh, yeah.
Would you get one?
No.
Why not?
No, no, you asked me, did I change my name for marriage?
No.
Six changed his name.
This. You haven't seen that?
What the heck?
Just give it a good once over.
I saw it.
Did you take the names? He's so petty.
I'm not being petty. Somebody had a comment.
Hey, Wims.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I stand by. I am here for it.
Look here. I guess I'll be
I hit
selfish.
menopause. We both going out.
I am not having no surgery to my nuts or my dick under no circumstance.
Oh, such language.
Yes, such language.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus.
Hey, six. Respectfully, I think the term was vasectomy. We all stuck to it until you.
Yes.
Until he said that.
That's what makes me different than you guys.
He was like,
No. I don't even like that gesture. I can't even imagine.
Whoa, Toya. Whoa.
But on a side note, I never had a surgery in my life. So, no, that definitely is not going to be the first one I go through.
Toya.
Oh, Lord.
Toya, really?
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
No,
one foot girl team.
Hell to the no.
0 for 6.
I'm just saying it. You ain't not no. That way, yeah. Mimi don't need no siblings. Like we good.
Nah, I can't do it, bro.
If you ain't make it here, y'all ain't no. Tell the next one.
Not gonna
Hopefully
do it.
she got her own kids.
Not gonna do it. No snip for I.
Okay, so 60, you have a video for us?
I do, but I don't know how long it is. I never made it to the end, but you know what? We got
if it gets
time
too long,
today.
just cut it up. Don't go over 60 seconds.
Oh, well, it's 5 minutes.
Oh, we're not watching a 5-minute video.
What's going on? What is going on, man? Shout out to the CIA. One love to the FBI. All right. I'm out and about doing what I do on Suit Saturday. Make sure you look good on Suit Saturday.
That because it's him talking for a while.
That's all we got for Suit Saturday.
Shout out to Suit Saturday, even though I don't wear a suit on Saturday. I wear a uniform sometimes, but not a suit. But anyways, go ahead. You go ahead and tell them what you've seen or what you heard.
Is somebody getting cut right now?
She's still at it.
Y'all ain't hear that noise?
She's still at it.
I heard it. I heard it.
I can't be the only one that heard it. So anyway, Kevin Samuel said something about if you are over 35,
you're leftovers.
Single, you are leftovers.
How you feel
I'm
about that?
assuming he was only directing that to women, right?
Why would you think that?
I mean, based off of what I've seen previously. But tell me because I didn't watch.
He can't get a fair
context. The context of what he was saying, it was towards women.
Thank you. He act like I was wrong or something.
I mean, I just gotta question your motives. It's a lot of girl.
You go first. What are your thoughts?
I don't feel like that is true. I feel like I have a different type of theory. I feel like people who got married in their 20s, early 20s, are around 35. They're probably getting divorced, and it's a second wave of good women out there who more so know what they really want, and there's a good wave of men out there who know what they want and what they are not going to stand for. So I feel like 35 is not you're not bad, but it just the first one just didn't work out.
I mean, even if I wanted to agree with him, I don't get why leftovers. Why was that the?
Because ain't nobody pick you first. You coleslaw.
Swallowed a piece of ice. I don't think that's the same thing though.
Nobody picks you first. It's like being
Because
in the dodgeball line.
a leftover isn't something that wasn't picked. It was just well, maybe it is. I guess I see it. That I see what you mean.
You looking at it from a food perspective.
I was about to say I'm greedy. I like my leftovers.
So what makes you think that
you ain't never
35
had something that tastes better the next day?
What tastes better the next day?
Spaghetti is a prime example.
The
next day spaghetti is good.
But next day pizza is disgusting.
So who says that 35 is gotta be over the top? That's when you, to me, living your best life.
It wasn't a shot at age. It was it was. I don't think it was an age thing. Am I wrong, Toya?
What was it about?
It was about not being picked.
Okay. I guess I needed that explanation. I didn't understand. It was just everybody just kept repeating you leftovers, so I didn't really understand what that meant. But I get it. Like you weren't picked. You're what's left. I get it now.
You're the second draft picks, second round.
So are you all saying that if by 35, if you're not already in a committed relationship, that you got picked over?
No, if you haven't been married once.
By 35?
Like, are there a bunch of men that have already been married by that point that are like?
Because I know of quite a few that haven't been married at 35.
I was supposed to say my husband hadn't been married, and I'm not sure how old I was. I think I was 35.
I mean, it's okay to be leftovers.
But what I'm saying was, I was his first pick.
I mean, he chose late. It was after all the good ones left.
He ain't draft anybody else.
Yeah, because the other person who he wanted to draft might have been
not me.
No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna disrespect it like that.
Oh, you definitely did, but
that's a nice ring though.
Don't get Marlon in. Don't get Marlon in trouble.
It's always the haters.
Yeah. Not a hater.
Yo, it always be the haters that be sitting in the rear, dissing every gear, but you better listen here. This cat's keeping it real. You cats is on your own because being broken alone is something I can't condone.
Not really talking about.
She, you know what? She keep forgetting about her second career.
Her second a medley for us today in singing.
I just performed for you.
No, that was rapping. I need to hear.
You cannot be ungrateful.
I am ungrateful. I'm
sorry. You want me to sing?
I don't want you to sing what you think. I don't want you to sing. I don't want you to sing what I think you're about to sing.
I just sung Ungrateful. That's what you are.
That was not a top hit. I need
after that she gonna after that she gonna be like, because I'm a savage.
Yes.
Oh, I know the dance.
Or she could sing her favorite song.
Big beat and that beat stand for dance. If you want to see some real, baby, here's your chance. Sorry.
Okay.
My bad. I retired twerking. I don't do that no more.
Until we do the live show.
Until the summer.
Oh, it's a hot girl summer?
It's a hot girl summer.
Yo, anybody got any real plans for the summer?
Is Virginia Beach considered a real plan? Actually, that's not even in the summer. So I'm gonna have
to do something or like plan something or drop 50 pounds by then. Anybody just doing anything?
Oh yeah, I'm dropping. I'm dropping.
For summer.
Okay, that's what's up. Pastor, you got any goals for the summer?
Well, I'm taking a college course. It's been a while since I've taken a college course. I'm taking a college course.
That is what's up. Are you online with it or are you straight up in school?
It's gonna be online.
You know what school you going to?
I'm going to CCBC.
Okay, that's what's up.
Essex. Yep.
I might hit up a class, man. I need a class. It makes me feel smarter when I go to school. Like you start busting out words you don't normally use and shit. I mean, so Sharp Lady should be sharp as shit right now because she always in school.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a professional student.
I know.
Aren't you going to get your PhD?
Yes.
Did we read this one?
Yes.
So she's gonna be gone again, y'all. He waited until he found the highest quality pick. Thank you. Thank you, Randy.
Yeah.
He was trying to take the comment down. What I tell you about hating?
I didn't see it. Hold on.
What I tell you about that?
6.
And this one talking, he got married like the same age that I did.
I don't even. Yeah, I've been married so long I don't even remember.
Talking shit.
But you asked about summer 26. We'll celebrate 12 years July 17th. So we plan to go somewhere. First we're gonna plan to go to Vegas, but I'm not sure about Vegas right now. But we're gonna go somewhere.
So, Pastor, you're going to Sin City to celebrate your marriage?
I think Vegas is cool. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
It's called Sin City.
It's called Vegas.
It's actually called Las Vegas. But it is a nickname of Sin City.
So what does that mean? They not sinning when they do it.
You don't see the parallels in that though?
Hey, congratulations, Randy.
Oh, what did you say? Hold on.
Randy said July 21st, 10 years.
Well, I ain't got 10 years.
How many you got, Mr. I don't talk to Sharp Lady?
I got next month sometime. The next month, I think it's the 16th. And I think that'll be like 5 years.
Congratulations, bro. But don't say you think the date though.
Exactly.
I know the date. I got a lot of things.
I'm gonna timestamp that one too, Pastor.
No, don't do that.
I got a lot of special things.
Well, at the end of the month.
No.
What's today? The 4th. Oh, first of all, shout out to my nephew, my firstborn nephew. Today is his birthday. May the 4th be with you.
Happy birthday. God bless you.
Happy birthday, nephew.
I had my nephew who passed away that I named my kidney after. His birthday would have been May 7th, so I think that's Friday.
Happy birthday. Rest in heaven.
I mean, not to throw a damper on things, but tomorrow is the anniversary of my mother passing. So it does kind of make Mother's Day suck because she died the Monday before Mother's Day. And then we had her funeral the day before Mother's Day. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what I did. I hated the month of May. It was just horrible. So that is why I got married in May. Because I said I no longer wanted to have that feeling. So on May 26th, I will be celebrating my 4th anniversary. And it seems like it was just yesterday that we was walking down the aisle. Like, time flies.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
When you're having fun, time flies. It's just as time is flying now. So let me see. All right, so there's another show. I think I don't necessarily watch them, but me and Six seem to know a lot about reality shows. So there's another one called I'm in a Secret Relationship. And it's kind of like, I guess the reverse of Catfish. Like, they are with these people, but the people are keeping them a secret.
Never heard of it.
And one person... I guess she was trying to figure out what her partner was doing and found out that they were they were a professional cuddler. And these people get paid between $80 and $100 an hour to cuddle. Would you take that job?
No.
It's
like I would. I ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna say I'm all for it. If Mullen don't say no and I can keep my clothes on, come on, let's cuddle.
Do you feel like at some point you can feel somebody for somebody that you cuddle with?
I don't know. I will say, I kind of take it back. I probably wouldn't be successful at it because I genuinely don't like to be touched for long periods of times. So I want to take the job with all my heart and soul, but I am a good 5 minutes at best cuddler, and then I'm like, oh, all right, let's move. Like I'm not. I don't want to sleep and be held. None of that. So I probably wouldn't succeed at it. I would get like that 1-star rating, but I would try until they'd be like, "Man, we can't send you out anymore."
They'd be like, 6, you fall asleep and you snoring on the job.
So yeah, y'all wouldn't do it.
No,
I would.
If you were not
No.
married, would you do it?
I don't know, man. Pastor, who were you before marriage?
Second.
Who were you before marriage?
So before marriage, I was that guy that always had to have a girlfriend. When I got out of one relationship, I got another one.
Oh, so you had to get over it real quick.
Or I just at the same time, I didn't like to be by myself.
Okay. So you don't want that $100 an hour though.
So Toya, the reason why I said I wouldn't be interested even if I wasn't married is because I'm kind of like what's the word for it?
Militarized.
No. I just feel like I'm not a one night stand kind of person. I like have feelings.
Man.
So, you're not supposed to sleep with them.
No, I dig that, Toya. I'm saying that I'm, it's hard for me to not to do stuff like that and not have feelings.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Pastor love them.
That's so nice. I want that money. I'm telling y'all, I'm upset because it just dawned on me that I would not be successful at it.
Toya, you want that money for what was 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes?
That's why I said I'm mad. I'm not gonna be successful because I don't think I could sit there even for the $100. I could see me sitting there like, yo, keep picking up my phone and only 1 minute has passed.
How many minutes has it been?
They like, it's still 59 minutes left. Like that's otherwise I would be all for it. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm sorry. I'm with it. But I think that's all I got for y'all.
What? That's it?
That is it. And y'all know I'm hungry, right?
And I just put the food on the grill too.
I got cooked. So listen, originally I was like an hour. And 6 was like an hour. I was like, yeah, all right, we could go a couple minutes over.
We gotta do it for the YouTube.
So Pastor, come on, show us what you got.
Really?
On the spot, Pastor, right?
Y'all going? It's either I'm gonna get up and start cooking, or I'm gonna make a T-shirt. So
all right. So listen, yay though I walk. As I worked security at the Armory, where I was first. This is where I first met Brother Hutch. By the way, being that we worked at the front gate, we never knew what would take place in security, especially on the graveyard shift. There was always 3 of us on that shift, 2 in the booth, and there was 1 on the inside. Security is a dangerous job, but since we wasn't alone. Life ain't no crystal stair. It ain't no walk in the park. Psalms 23 is the most common psalm. David shows us that comfort and trust we can have knowing that God is always with us. We as Christians can take solace in the fact that we are never alone. Yea, though I walk through the darkest times, yea, though I walk through the worst that comes before the better, yea, though I walk when our loved ones pass away, yea, though I walk, we shall fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Beloved, stay encouraged as you walk in the season. Never forget that God is with us.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor. Anybody got anything to say before we log off?
No. It's been a wonderful show.
Yep. Everyone have a happy Mother's Day for all of
Happy
our
Mother's
female
Day.
listeners.
Happy
And
birthday,
dads.
nephew.
Thank you. Also, one thing I did forget to say, May is mental health month. So checking on your own mental health, checking on your friends who might be going through something, check on your strong friends, your weak ones, but most importantly, check on yourself and your children. Children go through mental things as well.
And getting help doesn't make you weak.
Yeah.
Listen,
Shout out to the therapist.
I am an advocate for therapy. So, all right, y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.